The topic is Principles of Creating a System of Sustainable Water Use in Ukraine. This research focuses on the problem of water supply, and its solution requires specific and practical approaches in environmental engineering, economic, and other fields. Special attention is paid to an integrated approach to water resources management, identification of key issues, clear conceptual modeling, strategy development, and production of useful scientific information. It is important to highlight that to study the role of coordinated government bodies in the field of water space monitoring, in particular, this mechanism involves the development of national program for monitoring the aquatic environment, the information of budgets of all bodies and institutions, search for additional sources of funding and organizational methods. An important tool for improving the state of water resources is the implementation of international environmental standards and conventions. So these strategic decisions are entrusted to the Ministries of Environment and other governing bodies, and the use of software products generates significant amounts of data accumulated in various information banks. The main direction of this study is the concentration of information data on the key database, and it will provide clear access to the data aquatic environment and make analytical studies. So, to continue, water consumption in Ukraine is quite high, and at the same time, water prices for utilities and industry are relatively low. This is not surprising, as Ukrainian law states that water is exclusive property of the people of Ukraine, and water use is free. Only water supply, sewage, and wastewater treatment are paid moderately. Next, it is important to denote that ecological optimization and sustainable development of the water management complex should be the main direction for improving the environmental parameters and safety of water bodies. The previous development of the water management complex of Ukraine on the principles of their maximum importance and economic circulation has led to destructive changes in water resources systems. Deterioration of environmental parameters like in hydrosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, atmosphere. Ensuring the rationalization of the use of water potential through its division redistribution between priority economic activities, the incorporation of the national economy into a progressive field of relations with European countries. The dominance of the concept of sustainable water use system formation in Ukraine. It covers stages, methods, tasks, procedures, target functionalities, and you can see these points on this slide. Tools for regulating and implementing actions, adjustment tools and regulation, functional values you can see on this slide. It contains accounting for natural resources, system of restrictions, payments for the use of natural resources, stimulating the protection of the natural environment, and others on this slide. Stimulating the protection of the natural environment by cohesive measures, financing of environmental project programs and activities, and environment insurance system. Also, here it is important comparison and possibilities of application of separate tools of management of nature protection activity. So here you can see criterion, tools contains regulations, trade and payments. two criterion we can define: quality assurance, reduction of emissions per unit of output, reduction of the absolute value of emissions, minimization of cost to achieve given quality environment, possibility of production development, the need for public administration, obtaining income from the operation of assimilation potential, and others. Also, it is important to say that the participation of the state and water consumer organization in financing the capital and operational costs of the water sector by country. Such countries as Spain, France, Canada, Japan, and the United States. Also, on the next slide, you can see environmental payments and taxes in OECD member countries as the result of macroeconomic regulation in the field of nature management. So you can see such countries: Australia, Austria, Belgium, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Luxembourg, Mexico, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Portugal, Spain, and Sweden. Here, the most important point is environmental certification. It plays an important role in strengthening the information and methodological support of water use management processes. Its implementation requires certain course, so it must be objective, complete, and useful for the business environment. Regarding the implementation of the subsystem, certification of industries and technologies as well as regions by the factor of effectiveness of water management, in our opinion, need to develop a universal application tools, reporting documentation forms, etc., which are recommended for different levels of government. The importance of And to sum up, it is important to say that importance of primary data is determined by a system of indicators that should be used to assess the effectiveness of integrated water resources management. Therefore, the development of passports is the subject of a separate scientific study. Thank you for your attention.